Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Garden State Film Festival 2025, 23 years of this amazing film festival. My name is Ming Chen. We are back. We have taken over Asbury Park. We are live at the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge at the Berkeley Hotel. I was just over at the Gala, which is over at the Asbury Lanes. I may have had some bourbon, so I'm sorry if I'm a little loopy here.
That's excellent.
But you know, it's film festival weekend, taking over Asbury Park as well as Cranford, and we're talking to all the amazing filmmakers. But this year, at the Garden State Film Festival, they're doing something special, which kind of aligns with what I love doing and what we do. They have a section, I believe it's called Cinema for the Ears. Is that right? Correct?
Yeah.
And what is Cinema for the Ears? Podcasting. Amazing podcasts. Some episodic, some storytelling, some in other genres. But I love that they are, all inclusive and embracing podcasting as well. And that is what you're doing. That's what you're here. Can you tell us about introduce yourself and tell us about your project, your podcast, your Cinema for the Ears?
Sure. My name is Blake Pfeil. I'm the creator of a overarching multimedia project called All American Ruins. And under that banner, there is an immersive audio podcast called Abandoned.
Yeah.
And the episode that they chose to feature at the festival is called Mrs. Dalby and the Gravekeeper of Hatteras Island.
Yeah, I love it. What is it, about 18 and a half minutes or so?
About 18 minutes, yeah. It's just like, I love taking people on little sonic trips.
Yeah.
Just like, turn your phone off, take a break, put your headphones on, and just like relax with me for 20 minutes while I guide you through some stuff.
Picture in your head.
Yeah.
And let be guided for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was really excited to find the program just because I work at an organization that is really focused on accessibility for the arts.
Yeah.
And so when I discovered this, I was like, this feels like a slam dunk.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I got to talk to Lauren, and she's just the best. And yeah, they invited me to come down.
That's amazing. I mean, I don't know how many there are total in the Cinema for the Ears block. I know my friend Daniel has one. His is more of a in the fantasy realm.
What's the Forbidden Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Which is awesome. But yeah, this is so cool. How did this begin? What is the origin of the All American Ruins podcast?
Yeah, sure. So I was born and raised in Colorado.
Okay.
And in the mountains, we were right down the hill, or right up the hill from this abandoned dairy farm. And when I was a kid, my dad took me there, and I figured out a way to kind of sneak in the farmhouse, and it just opened up a whole world.
That's awesome. I think that's something that's kind of lost now. Kids don't even leave their houses anymore.
They don't, yeah.
But man, I was in the woods for hours. There were no cell phones, my parents didn't know where we were. They would trust that we'd be home by dark.
That's right. It was out the door at 9 and back in by dinner time.
I had forts in the woods, but I did not have an abandoned dairy farm to explore.
Yeah, it was part of an abandoned tuberculosis sanatorium.
Oh my God! This gets even better.
Yeah.
So you found artifacts, pill bottles. I used to be into these abandoned. Reading about abandoned places, especially the tuberculosis wards were especially fascinating.
Yeah.
Like you find like old shoes, pill bottles, old wheelchairs. It got kind of creepy even, but yeah.
Yeah, and in this particular one, everything was untouched. It was like they had been raptured, and it was in that space that I learned to kind of harness my imagination as a tool for healing.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the pandemic, I had a dream about that dairy farm, got back into the practice of exploring abandoned buildings, and then this project was born.
That's so cool. Now, I mean, most podcasts you hear out there, a couple of guys, they'll talk about something
sitting on a couch in Asbury Park talking about movies.
Yeah, and honestly, we have a studio. We kindly and very lovingly refer to them as the Dick and Fart podcast. So we don't have a lot of people who kind of plan out episodic podcasts, like actually write script or, kind of create whole worlds. What got you into that?
Well, I listened to a lot of vintage radio when I was a kid.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I just loved the notion that you could close your eyes and make your own picture. And tell your own story in a way. And for this one in particular, because the word imagination isn't just about creativity and wonderment, it's also about healing for me.
Right.
I really wanted to help people slow down in their days and just take a breath, again, put your phone away and take a minute to just like take a little trip. We're living in really trying times, and I think it's critical that people take breaks in their days and just exist a little
go
bit.
escape for 18 minutes.
As my friend Shannon says, go pick some berries. We all should be picking berries.
If the world would just go and pick berries, not only would that be good for your system, that berries are very healthy, but the world will be a better place.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's for sure. And so I believe this one is a particular episode that you have selected to be featured. Why this particular episode?
Well, when I realized that the Garden State Film Festival was in Asbury Park, I was like, oh, I'm going to find something that features kind of near a boardwalk-esque area. I had visited this abandoned house that was on the edge of a graveyard in the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was like, this just feels like kind of the perfect fit. Lauren loved it.
Yeah.
And so, I just felt like this particular episode made sense here just as a place.
That's amazing. And, Lauren, she's not particular. But she's selective. Well, yeah, very selective. So the fact that you impressed her and she was impressed by this episode is it's a big testament
I'm really
to what
honored.
you do for sure.
I got to do a bonus episode about her on the podcast where I just profiled her.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting talking to her about how she feels sound in her body.
Yeah.
And that is exactly how I experience it. There is, which I didn't mean to, but there is an ASMR quality to the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Which was not my intention, but
right.
That's kind of what shook out. So.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So as I gather, you still do urban exploration, as we call it.
I do, yeah.
What's it like doing? What is it like exploring urban places in 2025? I guess the problem now is there are cameras everywhere.
Not just cameras, but everybody's got a gun, and so
so you have to be aware of that. Yeah, we do have
to be very careful.
Yeah.
So a couple ground rules: never go alone.
Okay. Smart.
And if you do see no trespassing signs, try really hard to heed that. It may be disappointing. You might drive for hours, get to a space, and find that this is that. Oftentimes, you'll find that like the community doesn't really care. There are selective spots where there's an episode in this current season that I'm releasing. It's called Busted, and it's a time I got in trouble. But for the most part, people just kind of like turn the other way and don't look because kids are kids, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, my own personal, I'm not tagging anything. I'm leaving everything as I found it. I may take a couple artifacts. Nothing excessive. But it was there already. I mean, it means someone else didn't take them.
Yeah.
Nothing big, nothing that would damage anything. But a vintage prescription bottle or something like that. I mean, that's kind of cool, right?
It is cool. I never take anything because I kind of treat myself like a guest in somebody else's house.
Yeah, that's probably good philosophy.
But there's a reason though. There was a haunted house that I grew up going to, and a friend of mine took a music box from this particular.
Oh, he's just asking for it.
Yeah, and urban legends.
Just asking
kids,
for
it's
it.
Like a whole thing. But he wound up kind of getting haunted, and so he brought the music box back and the haunting stuff.
Yeah, I would do that, apologize, maybe burn some sage and like, listen,
sorry,
I didn't mean to disturb you, but yeah, that one, the music box, that's got a soul in it, I feel, and that's
people care
you're
about
definitely
that
asking
stuff.
for it.
People infuse their DNA into things, and so I just choose not to take any.
Have you ever found a place that was just, you were the first one there that had been untouched for maybe many years and it was frozen in time?
Yeah, there was a house in Finland that I went to, and my friend owns a farm there. And in the woods, nestled right up next to the farmland, is this old grocer's house.
Yeah.
And that is the most untouched one I've been to. I mean, it was truly like they just left, but it had been abandoned for like 20 years at that point. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And completely covered, so you couldn't even see it.
Right.
So nobody knew it was there except for my friends.
Yeah, so just frozen in time.
Yeah, it was amazing. And one of the kids' bedrooms, all of the books were on the shelf, and it was honestly like they hadn't ever opened them.
Yeah.
It was like going to IKEA almost.
Yeah.
Like just perfect.
And you always wonder, what happened? Like, why did they have to leave so suddenly? But I mean, in most cases, a family member dies and they, they just got to leave or is there something more sinister? We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we'll never know. But
yeah, and I don't like to do research on the space before I go to it because, again, I really like to let my imagination be the leader.
Yeah.
And so any of the research that I do is afterwards because I want to go in with a blank slate and just let my brain do its thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So this trying to figure out how they're doing. Are they just kind of playing the audio in the screening room? Do you know how this is working? Okay.
She was happy because when I sent them the file,
Yeah.
I sent a video that has captions.
Oh.
And so
okay, yeah.
hopefully they're going to play the
That's
video.
great.
Yeah, I mean, I hope there are people who go who maybe, don't close their eyes the whole time.
Yeah.
And so, captions these days are like everything.
Yeah.
Everybody puts captions on everything.
Yeah, whether it be a TikTok video or Instagram reel or
it's kind of like
or
standard
film.
now.
Yeah, for sure.
So hopefully that's how they do it, but I'm not really sure.
When you screen, or I want to call it screening, but it's more.
I've been calling it an audio screening.
Yeah, when is your audio screening?
It's tomorrow at 9:45 here in the Berkeley Hotel.
Okay.
And it goes 9:45 to 11. It's me and my two compatriots. I'm blanking on the names of the pieces, but Forbidden Kingdoms is one of them.
Oh yeah, which is Daniel. Yeah, they'll be
one.
here. So.
And the other one has music in it too.
That's
There's
cool.
like singing, I think.
So it's literally here at the Berkeley in the Kingsley Ballroom. Starts at 9:45 to 11. I may be able to slip out for a little bit and catch it.
Out.
Yeah, I'm really, really not only intrigued and curious, but excited about this.
Oh, thanks, man.
Which is really, really amazing.
Yeah, it should be fun. Even if you can't come check it out, this podcast is available wherever one listens to podcasts, and it's important to make sure that you have headphones. Ideally, if we were going to do this. I listen on headphones when I listen to podcasts, so just kind of immerse myself. Yeah, really put yourself in the shoes of the narrator.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But reflecting on the politics of public health care, the mysteries of the Andromeda Galaxy, and the legacy of FDR. That's, what more can you ask for, my friends? So, 9:45 to 11 here at the Berkeley Hotel where we're streaming from right now.
Yeah.
In the Kingsley Ballroom.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And I love it. We got to hold these up, man. We both had
I
cool,
saw your shoes when you walked in, and I was like, look at this. Are those Mighty Ducks?
They're Mighty Ducks themed, yeah. Yeah, they're from a company called Bull Airs that
StreamYard.
I love. Yeah, but with the duck, but dude, you got the cool, the 3-stripe Adidas's. Yeah,
high tops forever, my
with
friend.
with the ankle strap.
That's
Come on,
right.
man. Come on. How can you not love this? How you gonna love this?
That's right.
Yeah. So Blake, thank you very much.
Thanks,
is there anything
sir.
I'm missing? Did I miss anything?
No. If you want to check more out, you can just go to allamericanruins.com.
Okay. Yeah. You literally listen to it right now. But what a cool experience it would be in over at the Kingsley Ballroom here.
Yeah.
They darken it and it'd be like really cool sensory experience for sure. So
I hope so. Yeah.
Cool. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's so
Thanks for the
cool.
chat.
So cool. This is the last one for today.
Oh, amazing.
We
sorry to pull you away from.
No. It was a totally cool break. So
good.
But we'll be our weekend. gsff.org. I think we got film screening very soon over at the Asbury Lanes.
Oh, amazing.
Kind of to kick off the whole festival.
Nice.
And then we'll roll in until Sunday at 5, and then the awards dinner. So,
awesome.
But if you're anywhere near Asbury Park, get down here. There's no cooler event going on around here.
No way.
Catch some amazing films, listen to some amazing podcasts, experience some amazing experiences, and hang out with some really cool people.
And meet cool people. That's what I'm here
for. It's all networking, my friends. So thank you. If you've been watching all day, thank you. But I hope you're not sick of me yet. We're rolling. I think we have like 20 tomorrow and another 15 or 16 Sunday. So it's gonna be crazy. But you're gonna see a lot of cool filmmakers, a lot of cool creators here. But Blake, thank you so much, man.
Of course, thanks.
You're
man.
awesome.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet
You're awesome. Thank you guys. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow. We start, I think, bright and early at 10 o'clock. So,
awesome.
if you're experiencing FOMO, get down here. Get down here. Just come down here, hang out.
Doing on a Saturday?
Buy a ticket, my friends. So, all right, Garden State Film Festival, gsff.org. Love you guys. Great day one. I'll see you guys soon.